Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to 22 News at 4. I'm Christina Demores. We'll get to your top 4 at 4 in just a moment, but first, a look at your commuter traffic and weather. 22 News Storm Team meteorologist Brian Lapis is here. Hi, Brian.
Hey, Christina.
How are you doing? Lovely blue.
Thank you very much. Appreciate that.
You're welcome. Anyways.
Yeah. Where do we go from there?
Where do we go from there? Was the sky blue today? Well, there we go. Let's choose that.
Yeah. You know what? We were talking about this earlier.
Yes.
You like this kind of weather.
Yeah. Today was refreshing weather.
Yeah.
It wasn't hot like how obviously the heat wave we experienced earlier this week.
Yeah.
And I walked earlier this week, and obviously comparing the two, I would pick today.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, this is kind of a prelude, an entr'acte, an overture.
All these words, I love them.
My fellow thespian here. An overture to some cool and kind of clammy weather that we're going to have for the better balance of the weekend.
Oh, yuck. I don't like clammy. A word I don't like. All right.
Excellent. Fantastic.
Continue, Brian.
By the way, you can get more of this on the 22 News Storm Team Facebook Live tonight around 9 o'clock. Let's take a look at our traffic map. And you know, traffic is not terrible, considering the fact that we're at the start of a holiday weekend. Pike through the Berkshires is good. Pike east of the Connecticut River actually is in pretty good shape, too. There are some slight slowdowns at either end of 291, but really no major problems downtown. So we're in pretty good shape. Temperatures right now, as we mentioned, are kind of refreshing. 65 in Northampton, 66 Springfield and Orange, 69 degrees Greenfield, 63 Westfield, 62 in Pittsfield. And we've got these thin clouds that have been overhead all day, a little bit of a breeze. Not a bad day. And you know what? Tomorrow will be salvageable. We'll talk about Sunday and Monday's rain chances with our 22 News Storm Team Skycast in a few.
All right, thanks, Brian. Crews battled an apartment fire in Ware late Thursday night, responding to Otis Avenue just after 10 p.m. When our crews arrived, multiple fire trucks from Ware and Palmer were outside the building. It's still unclear how the fire started and if anyone was hurt or how many people were inside at the time. 22 News has reached out to Ware and Palmer fire departments for more information. Agawam residents and public school officials were in Hampden County Superior Court today. They're asking a judge for a temporary injunction to let the high school girls softball team play for a Western Massachusetts title. The championship game is scheduled for tomorrow at 4 against East Longmeadow. Agawam was ruled ineligible after an administrative paperwork error, and their appeal was denied Wednesday. The new filing seeks to allow the team to play, understanding they will have to forfeit the match and take a 3-0 loss. If they're not allowed to play, Westfield will take on East Longmeadow in the final, despite falling to Agawam 6-4 in the semifinals on Wednesday. Students at Gateway Regional Schools will have an extended Memorial Day weekend. All 3 schools are closed today due to a water outage at the main campus. All before, during, and after school events have been canceled. The Gateway Regional School Prom will be held at an off-site location. The district says it expects to reopen on Tuesday, and the principals will provide updates on rescheduling canceled activities. The Massachusetts State Police bomb squad responded to Nantucket after an unexploded military ordnance was found in a eroding sand dune. State Police Nantucket Fire and a U.S. Navy explosive ordnance team identified the devices as World War II era training rockets that still pose a danger. Officials say bomb technicians conducted a controlled explosion to safely remove the hazard before turning the scene back over to local and state authorities. Now let's get another check on the weather with Brian Lapis now. Brian, so a little bit of rain in our future for this weekend.
Yeah, you know, again, I'm guardedly optimistic that most of the day tomorrow is going to be dry, but then things get a little damp for Saturday night, Sunday, and Monday. Don't want to get too far ahead of ourselves.
Of course.
This is that fun time of year where things are, you know, with the change of seasons, new things that are local favorites are reappearing. Local favorites are reappearing at this time of year. Like Free Music Friday.
Yes, and okay, now I understand.
Yeah, so Free Music Friday is back starting tonight. I believe it's 7:30 to 9 o'clock tonight. Trailer Trash performing. So if you're headed to the Plaza at MGM Springfield, 66 degrees, mostly cloudy at 7, dry 61 at 9 o'clock tonight. And you can see we've got the thin clouds around here as we move into the late afternoon and early evening hours. We will continue to see those clouds. I'm going to call it variable clouds for the evening hours, and then mostly cloudy overnight. Notice 7 o'clock, we're dry. Again, evening temperatures will be in the 60s and 50s, we expect. And then overnight, the clouds will thicken up. You can see them here. And it's a gray day here tomorrow. We start in the 40s at 7 o'clock, clouds at 10 a.m., clouds at noontime tomorrow. We're dry through noon, and then afternoon, we get at least a chance for a few sprinkles or some patchy drizzle. And then our chances for scattered sprinkles and patchy drizzle increase after 4 p.m. You can see, though, any significant rain is going to hold off until tomorrow night, the way things are looking right now. So if you have outdoor plans, it may be a sprinkle here and there tomorrow, but generally we expect it to be dry during the daylight hours. We'll update what the rain situation looks like for Sunday and Monday on 22 News starting at 5.
Well, the Springfield Thunderbirds are not going down without a fight. The T-Birds beat the Wilkes-Barre-Scranton Penguins last night 2-0 in Game 4 of the Atlantic Division Finals. With the win, they force a winner-take-all Game 5 back in Pennsylvania on Saturday. The winner of that game will go on to face either the Cleveland Monsters or the Toronto Marlies in the Eastern Conference Finals. And Memorial Weekend just got even more refreshing. Starting today, Dunkin' Donuts iced beverage buckets are back. Guests can purchase a 48-ounce bucket filled with Dunkin's signature iced coffee or refreshers, making them the perfect sidekick for the unofficial start of summer. The buckets were first tested back in February at specific locations, but now they will be available nationwide. Now for a look at what we're working on for 22 News starting at 5. Memorial Day weekend is about to kick off for thousands of travelers, and MassDOT is encouraging drivers to plan ahead before hitting the road. Find out when traffic is expected to be at its heaviest. Plus, Bay State Health hosted an educational event at Six Flags New England. We have an inside look into the work health care professionals carry out on a daily basis. And Hope for Holyoke Recovery Center hosted its 10th annual Hopi Awards event. How this milestone celebration serves as a reminder that recovery is possible for everyone.
Traffic is manageable right now. Just a few minor delays at either end of 291. Even downtown Springfield, as the evening commute gets going, is running fairly normally. And I-91 north of town is good, and the Pike, for the most part, is fine as well. Rain will play a role in your outdoor plans for this long weekend. We'll talk about when it will be wettest and when it will be driest with the 22 News Storm Team forecast on 22 News starting at 5.
All right. Well, thank you, Brian, and thank you for joining us this afternoon for 22 News at 4. Join us on TV tonight starting at 5. You can get all your local news and weather updates anytime on wwlp.com and the 22 News mobile app.